Good, happy Friday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, Fremont officer hits man with cruiser in store parking lot. State police are investigating after a Fremont officer hit a delivery man with his cruiser Thursday. Fremont police at said that around 5 p.m. the officer was trying to leave the village market after talking to Coca-Cola delivery worker. Police said the officer stopped short of hitting another car that was pulling in and didn't see the worker in his blind spot. The cruiser knocked over the man, who suffered minor injuries. The man was transported to the hospital for treatment. Funeral home accused of storing bodies in unlicensed selfie garage. As a hearse backs into an unmarked garage in an old brick building on Tudor Street in South Boston, the sound of heavy metal music and car repair work echo from the shop next door. 5 investigated has discovered the garage is an unlicensed storage facility for the dead. The refrigerators where bodies were stored visible during a slow drive-by. Evan, a bobcat, a small industrial machine, is parked to the side. Taylor said what Channel 5 uncovered is illegal and unethical. The operation is run by Casper Funeral and Cemetery Service, a company that calls itself one of the most trusted funeral and cemetery service provider in the state. On their website, it appears they're touting the garage as state-of-the-art structure funeral refrigeration facility. According to documents obtained by Channel 5 during a recent surprise state inspection, as an investigator found 2 bodies being processed in the unlicensed space. 12 others were stationed in the refrigerator, and there are no sprinklers or drains. The garage, which sits around the corner from the funeral home, was hot and cluttered. 5 investigates examined burial permits and cemetery authorizations for Casper that shows their busiest funeral home in the state. In the past years, they handled 1,770 cemeterizations for then another other at a cheap rate of $1,395. Several family members who recently used Casper service told 5 investigated they were satisfied with how their arrangements were handled, but now some are troubled by the fact that their loved ones may have been stored inside the garage. This is the same company 5 investigate exposed in 2013 when they cemeteried 84-year-old Franny Hickey by mistake. The state medical examiner office released the wrong body to Casper employee. Casper checked checked the last name but did not identify the number and had Hickey cremated when her wishes were to be buried next to her husband. The funeral home was fined and put on probation. Now state regulators have put them on notice, threatening to take action for what they are saying is happening inside the Tordo Street building. State investigators say during an inspection, Casper funeral director told them that the actual funeral home was their only facility, made no mention of that garage. 5 investigates made numerous calls to Casper and the funeral home's lawyer for comment, but their calls weren't returned. And there you go on that report in that investigation. Authorities involved in chase in Oxford County. Authorities are involved in a foot chase on Backerstone Town Road in Poland, according to Cumberland County Sheriff's Office. The foot chase began following a car pursuit. No other information has been released. Stay with us for the latest information. Texas City loses water. 44 dead, but thousands of Harvey survivors rescued. A flood hit southeast Texas City, lost its drinking water supplies, and police and soldiers rescued thousands. Still thousands and still stranded on Thursday after powerful Storm Harvey killed 44 people and displaced more than 1 million on the Gulf Coast. Trump mulling and DACA, but will make decision with big heart, Pence says. As President Donald Trump consider whether to end the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals DACA policy that allows immigrants who were brought into the U.S. in their youth to remain in the country and obtain work permits. His vice president says that the determination is one that Trump will make with a big heart. And that did it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday. Goodbye, everyone.